I think the best way to describe Bar Harbor would be to call it thin space, where heaven and earth almost meet. So beautiful here, and we are so lucky to live where the mountains meet the sea. One of the most beautiful spots on the island that a lot of people haven't heard of is called Hunter's Beach. It's not a traditional beach with sand that you would go and lay on to get a tan. You hike through this beautiful trail through the woods, and then you come out at the most beautiful stone beach you've ever seen. One of the craziest things that you can do in Bar Harbor is that you could literally eat lobster breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You could even have it for dessert in the form of lobster ice cream. Acadia National Park is so unique because it's here on an island off the coast of Maine. Taking a ride on Ollie's Trolley is great fun because you'll get to experience some of the best places in the park. You'll go to the top of Cadillac Mountain. You'll get to see Sand Beach and Thunder Hole and the entire Park Loop Road. Plus, you'll get all the history of how this park was formed. In the summertime, the top of Cadillac Mountain is the first place to see the sunrise in the United States, and it is an unbelievable experience. It happens very early in the morning, so you have to be ready, but it is worth it. One of my favorite places is Thunder Hole. If you plan it right, you will capture the crashing waves as they come crashing into a cave in the rock, and it is just spectacular to see, especially after a big storm. The best activities in Bar Harbor are the outdoor activities. In the spring, watching everything bloom. In the summer, my favorite thing is to swim in the beautiful lakes on this island. And then of course, in the fall, the leaves turning, the color on the trees, it's all just beautiful. In the winter, I love walking in the Acadia National Park after a fresh snowstorm. It is so perfect and so quiet and so beautiful. And it's such a rare landscape here, you just can't get enough of it.
Portland is a walkable, compact, historic city with beautiful architecture. And yet it has an unbuttoned vibe, partially to do with our historic working waterfront, where you get shipping and the arts all coming together. It's a really beautiful part of the city, but there's also historic architecture, great museums, and piers to explore. The working waterfront is just so much fun to check out. You can see fishermen pulling in their daily catch and bringing them right up to the restaurants. Portland truly has an outsized amount of talent for the size of this city. We have incredible people working in this scene. The museums, the galleries, the college here, they all feed together, create a real community. My wife and I live on the east end of Portland, and we just love it there. Between the local beaches, quick walk to the Old Port, and the amazing restaurants opening up on our block every day, there's just so much to do. One of our favorite things to do in Portland is to take a walk on the East End Trail. You can start in the Old Port and walk around the peninsula to the park and East End Beach. Then head up the hill and get some coffee or food at local shops and restaurants. We love beer here. Portland, Maine has more breweries per capita than any city in America. Here in Maine, the outdoors is in our DNA, and there are lots of ways to get around outside in Portland, Maine. We love going to beaches, lighthouses, and parks all around the state. Sometimes heading right outside the city to Cape Elizabeth, where we'll go to Two Light State Park, where we can spend the day at the beach and then grab a lobster roll at my favorite spot. One of the great things about Portland is the access to nature just outside the city. One of our favorite things is to take the ferry to Peaks Island and rent a bike, ride around all day. People in Maine love sailing, kayaking, canoeing, and paddleboarding. Welcome to Portland, Maine.